What's up guys, Gamer here, and welcome back to the Jsano Fan Server. And today we will be doing some terraforming. The reason why we're going to do some terraforming is I don't really feel like doing too much today. Don't want to get into a build, because the next thing I want to do is the chicken farm area, but I don't really want to start that right now. I'm lagging a lot today. I don't know what it is, but the FPS on the server, like, there is something wrong with the server at the moment. This is actually really low FPS. I shouldn't be getting that. There we go, it seems to be back. Yeah, like, I've logged on today and I've noticed that the server is really laggy, so I don't know what's causing it. Hoping it's just a minor problem, not like a permanent problem, because it is a bit annoying that it's a bit laggy. I went to spawn and like I have a pretty good computer and I was still getting like 15 frames, 10 frames, and like see, like, we're moving and we go from like 60 to 16. It's ridiculous. Let's see, if I go video settings, like I really want to start using Optifine on the server, but since we always use snapshots, which is a bit annoying, I prefer not to use the snapshots, really. I think I prefer the just to wait for release, because then we can actually use things like Optifine, and I've been using that a lot recently, and that has been a lifesaver on all servers. It's really increased my performance on servers. It's really gotten rid of a lot of lag. So, I like, even the recent UHC for Jsano Fan Server, I decided to use Optifine because it was just much easier for me, and it actually made it much more fun. I didn't have to worry about lag at the start or any of that sort of stuff. Which actually brings me to UHC. I'm trying to think, when you guys see this, UHC may be getting released. I don't know when. Because we have to wait for everyone to like agree on an upload date. But yeah, like, UHC was a huge amount of fun. I really enjoyed it. This is crazy lag. Are you guys getting a lot of lag? This is really weird because, like, it's only just started. Like, it was a bit, but it wasn't this bad. So it makes me think now that it's possibly on my end. I hope not. Where should we start? We probably should just start here. Yeah, so I want to do a whole bunch of terraforming today. Nothing too big, just because we got this area over here that I wanted to get started on. It's kind of hard to tell, maybe a little bit. I'm going to drop down my render distance even more. I'm going to drop it down to like 7 or something, just because it's crazy. That hopefully can just stop it from doing shit that it shouldn't be doing. But yeah, like, I decided to do terraforming today because, as I said, didn't really feel too much in the mood for building today. I'm not always like that. Like, I actually quite enjoy my building, but today is just, it's one of those days. It's getting to the point. I've got a few things to talk about. That's why I kind of picked terraforming, because it's a bit of an easy thing for me to do whilst talking. Now, when this comes out, this episode, it will be the week after this. There's a possibility that there might not be any Jsano Fan Server or Affinity episodes released that week, but I'm pretty sure UHC will be getting released that week, so that will kind of fill in the video gap. Why am I breaking with my hand when I got shovels? So that will kind of fill in the little gaps that I'm leaving for that week. It's because I've got a whole bunch of exams and assignments coming up, and I kind of just want to focus on them a tiny bit, just due to the fact that, especially one of my mid-semesters, it carries like 40% of my overall grade, where most mid-semesters only carry like 20, so it kind of has me a bit more on edge, and I feel like I should just focus on it a tiny bit more. So that's what I'm going to do. So it means that there's a possibility there might not be any Jsano or Affinity episodes, but there will be UHC during that. I'm pretty sure there will be UHC being released in that time, so that will kind of fill the shoes of them for a few days, just until we get my exams over. Because after that week, I'm actually off for a week, which is perfect, so it gives me enough time to do some recordings, catch up on a few things that I need to do as well. Which reminds me, I've mentioned in the past that I've wanted to start a new series. We've got, obviously, UHC's new series coming out, but that's nothing really new. What I mean by new series is I want to start like a whole new game, another Let's Play, and I've actually got two in mind. One of them's an old PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 1 game, to be honest, that I want to play. And the other one is a relatively new game, actually. I've watched it recently. I'll say it. I'll let you guys know what that one is called. It's Banished. I've watched Jenny B play it, and BWO just started playing it as well, and I started watching it. Like, it looked cool. Like, I read up on it, and I was like, it looks alright. It's kind of like a Age of Empires / like Sim City sort of feel, just without like the fighting. And so I watched a few episodes, and it's a cool game. And then I ended up downloading it myself to see what it's like, and it's addictive. Like, I did a little test wheel just to kind of get used to it, did the tutorial, did all that sort of stuff, and yeah, it's an addictive game. So I can see myself playing it a lot in the future. So I'm mainly thinking, well, why not just start up a series as well at the same time? So that's probably a game that's gonna come out in the near future. Don't know when. Also, there is another recording in the works that I've mentioned with, I have planned with the, what the hell was that? It's a bit windy today. I don't know if that was just someone fell over in the house, or like, was that just like a window rattling? But what I was saying is that I've been looking at starting a new recording series with a few other YouTubers, and that's been pushed back just a tiny bit. It's due to the fact that we were planning to record that last weekend, and what ended up happening is that two of the three other people actually had fallen ill, and someone and the other one couldn't exactly do it. Some stuff unfortunately popped up on the last minute, so we've reorganised our recording date, and hopefully we'll get that series released in the near future. I don't want to spoil what it is. It is a Minecraft Let's Play. It is going to be, it is an adventure map, kinda, I guess. I would classify it as an adventure map, but it is also classified as another type of map, which I'm not going to say, because I don't want to give it away. But, yeah, so that's all in the works. But I do want to get back to UHC though. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, because UHC this season I really enjoyed. It was really fun. I like the idea of the teams of two. I've always wanted to do more like teams of two sort of stuff, but it's normally a bit hard for us to do it on Jsano Fan Server because there's so many of us. So it was really good that we actually finally got to actually do that. I really did enjoy that. Hold on a second. I do want this. I want to keep this hill. Then it's gonna flatten out around here-ish. So yeah, I want it to flatten out around here. Have some tiki bars and stuff set up over here. Okay, so this is roughly where I'll just do this, and we'll make our way back. But yeah, so I really enjoyed the UHC. It was absolutely awesome. I did actually. I want to say, like, just, I had an awesome partner. Like, I actually really enjoyed the UHC with Hollywood. It was interesting. The best word to say is it was interesting. It was definitely an interesting UHC, but a very fun UHC, and I can't wait to actually start releasing the footage, because it was a really intense UHC in my opinion. It was definitely had a few things in it that does not normally happen. I'll leave that at that. I'm not going to spoil any more. So yeah. The reason. Another thing that I want to start doing as well soon is I want us to start looking at a new building location. The reason why I'm thinking of that is we're getting close to an end of our island. We're not too far away. It's a lot of tedious work, I guess. Like, I think for the past few weeks I've been saying, oh, I need to do that big tree, I need to do a few more. Have not got back around to it. Uni has definitely been an impact of how much I've been able to do on the server again, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay, because like I know I've got mid-semester break coming up, and I can spend a bit of time getting a lot of the grindy work out of the way, so that doesn't really bother me. But what I do want to look at doing is getting a new build on its way, and I kind of want to start go hunting for a new location, so maybe next episode we might go do that, just so we can claim the area, just in case someone else finds it and thinks to build in that area, I guess. We want to dig this out. I don't actually have my headsets in at the moment, so I can't hear any of my game sounds, so I hope it's not too loud at the moment. But if it is, I will dampen it down a bit later in editing. The reason why is I can't find my headset. I've misplaced it. I hate it. Oh god, the shuffle broke. Alright. I don't know where I put it. I know I left it on my desk, or like near my desk, and it's weird. Yeah, I need to clean my desk area. It's a bit messy today. I might do that later today, to be honest, because it is a bit annoying that I couldn't find it. But yeah, so hopefully we can get this tiki bar. That's what it is. Yeah, because a long time ago, Matthew suggested that I do a tiki bar. Like, I wanted to do like a pool luxury area, and so that's what we're going to do. And then I also want to have like a few, maybe like a tiki bar, like dance floor or something. I don't know, maybe like torches on like 2 fence posts to make it look like tiki torches and stuff like that. I don't know. Just want to try a few different things. I've never actually tried to build anything like a tiki bar before, so it could go horrendously wrong. But it's alright, we can always figure out something new to fix it up. I'm trying to think of everything else. I had like a list in my mind of what I wanted to mention today, and I think I've mentioned everything that I wanted to. It's more about... The main talk was the fact that I want to look at like getting a new base, definitely. I don't really when I say like a new base, I don't want to go like, okay, we're moving out here, we're going to move everything over there. That's not going to be the case. What we're going to do is, it's like this island is always going to be our main residence, so we're always going to have practically all our building equipment, everything we need at this island. The only difference is that I think we'll move partial, like only important equipment needed for the build will move over there, and obviously a bit of food, but we'll set up its own farm systems, I think, over there as well. Let's actually do this. Let's keep to the pattern that I've kept through the whole island. And okay, that goes there. That all stays like that. And you get broken there. Okay. So all this has to get dug up. Alright. So yeah, that's the plan. I do want to actually talk about what I want to build. Now, part of me a while back wanted to do like a western build, but I think I'm going to push that aside again. I know a long time ago I wanted to, like back when I first started, it was in between a modern house or a castle sort of build. And I do want to do a castle, but I'm going to wait on that one as well. There's another idea that I want to test. It could be a complete fail and we could end up just scrapping the build and going and doing something else. But I want to test it because I've never actually done it before. And when you have never done a build before, that's what normally makes that build the most exciting. Especially as the builder and as a viewer, because like we're both kind of experiencing it at the same time, I guess. It's probably the best way of saying it. But it's an Atlantis. I want to build an underwater build, and like we can easily do it out here. Like we got vast ocean right across from us, and part of me was thinking, well, let's just do that. It makes it simple, makes us close to the house. But I don't know if I want it close. I'm thinking maybe make our way out to new 1.7 terrain and build out there. But then we're gonna have the issue of lag. And we're already getting a bit of weird lag today, so I hate to see what the lag would be like if we were trying to do 1.7 terrain. So that's what I want to build. I do want to build an Atlantis, and I know it's going to be a difficult build because like we're building with water. Like we have to move around the water. Like for example, like it's not going to be... It might have a small partial... Is that guy taking damage? He was. It's going to have a partial bit that's on like the top of the surface, but it's kind of... I don't really know how I'm going to build it yet. I'm thinking. Oh God, sorry about that. I'm thinking that we have three options. We either have like an idea where we build it all on the surface and maybe a tiny bit, maybe like 2 or 3 cabins like underground or something like that in the water, and we keep it just as like an island, kind of similar like this, or kind of similar to like Vintage Beef's lily pad sort of way, like not like a lily pad, but like how it's just floating on the water. Then we can have the other idea that it's completely submerged. So say, because like I hope a few people know like the story of Atlantis. Like it obviously, I think the story of Atlantis was like it was a zombie guy. That it was in like obviously an island, flooded and disappeared. You know, it's like a myth. I don't even know if it's actually even true. It's just a story tale. But I always have loved the idea of Atlantis, and that's kind of where this other part comes in. It's like, well, should we build one that is completely submerged underwater? It's kind of like all these big glass domes and like kind of like a futuristic city underground. Well, not underground, underwater, and could be a bit underground as well, I guess. So that's another idea, but I don't. The issue with that one is it's a lot of work. Like big glass domes, like domes as it is a bit annoying to build sometimes, but then building it underwater, then you have to empty the water. So it's very time consuming build if we decide to do it that way. Then there's another one where I was thinking, well, should we make like an Atlantis that's like sinking all the way, like kinda like the idea was that it was like a city that was on top of the surface and it's like slowly sinking, and we can like kind of build in a bit of details of areas of the island sinking, and we have areas underwater, areas above water, and like you can do like whole like mossy, like the whole mossy stone and all that will add to the detail of that. But that's kind of one of the ideas. I don't know if it's gonna work at all. It could be a horrendous fail, but hopefully it does. So I do want to test that and see how it goes. If it goes well, then we'll continue building it. I'll probably give it probably maybe a month or two or something, see how we're doing. And if it ends up just horrendously failing, then we'll just scrap it and we'll start a whole new build. How did I want this to go? Because I've just realised I've continued that. Technically we could continue this hill. Keep the hill, because I don't want it all flat, because then it's just going to take away the depth of the island, I guess. I've always kind of walked away from this area because I didn't really know how to do it, so I haven't planned anything. I'm just going off the top of my head. But what I did know is I wanted to get rid of most of the sand, keep dirt, and just keep sand around actually where the tiki bar is going to be. So all this is going to be like grass and like trees and all that sort of crap like we're doing all over the other part of the island. That looks a bit freaky, doesn't it, over there? That's like the edge of the... Let's get a bit closer. Get like a rendered in view, like a, you know, like a lighthouse in the mist whilst the boat is approaching. I did always want the lighthouse on the other side, but it meant like I had to... There was that island over there that had the spider farm, and I wanted the spider farm inside. I kind of scrapped that idea because it just felt a bit tedious, I guess. And I had to build another bridge, and I couldn't be bothered. I got lazy with my build. But I'm not gonna keep this episode going on too long. It's only me digging and me talking a bit. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Next episode, I think we'll go hunting for a new location. Location. You know, go find our perfect building spot, which is a big ocean. So, in the end, if we can't find a great location, then it'll probably be out here, because this ocean here is big. It actually is. It's definitely, like, when I look at the map viewer, this ocean here is one of the biggest oceans discovered in the game, like that we've all rendered. So that is a promising idea, possibly. So we could end up building it there, but we'll just go like really far out, so we're not like super close to the base. Then we could. That's the idea. Then we could technically build like a high-speed rail that links back here, because since like rails now are like super fast, like especially if you have a lot of powered rails, But anyway, we'll think about all that sort of stuff after we figure out our final location for that build. So I hope you all have an awesome day. I hope you all enjoyed this talky little odd episode, and I will see you all next time. So catch you later, guys.